Okay. All right. So that should be working. Test, test, test. Can anybody see this? Can anybody respond? I'm okay to go. It's Jaffe. Hello, folks. I'm testing out recording or streaming from my kids' room or one of my kids' rooms because my computer is off being given, hopefully, a great deal of love up in Oceanside. We'll see if that's okay. Hey, no, come on. There we go. I'm hoping that it'll be back soon, but you never know. So I wanted to see if I'm getting a good signal from in here. I wanted to see if you guys could hear me, if you could see me, if you can see. Hello, Black Lightning. It's not okay. So what just happened there? It's not. It's in 480. Okay, wait a minute. That's not true. Hello, Black Lightning. Blah, blah, blah. Black Lightning. Good to see you. You're telling me the image here. Okay. My guess would be, how do I change this? The image that you're seeing here, which is the screen of the computer, is probably pretty sharp, and maybe I'm not that sharp. That's probably because I haven't hooked the camera up yet. This is just the camera that comes with the computer. But I'm just trying to see if the thing's working in general. But you're telling me my image is coming in at 480? That doesn't make sense. It is pretty shitty, though. I will tell you that. I'm looking at it over on YouTube. And it ain't great, but you know, it'll do. You don't need to see my pretty visage. I mean, you do. All right. So I guess it's working. Look at this. Do you see this? I'm going to try to get a show going today. Hopefully I will. But these are the people that the variety is throwing out as the young actors who might be Link in the Zelda movie that they're talking about doing now. So, and I only know one of these guys. I don't know any of them, but it's a really interesting, maybe, bit of casting that they're going to have to do. Because are they going to make Link like a more traditional leading man, or are they going to go with the kind of femme, I don't know what the word is, not androgynous, but semi-androgynous, very feminine vibe that all the art through the years has shown, right? So, like commercially, I'm trying to think, has there been a really successful leading man that has been sort of that soft? Yeah, Addy Pie says it's called Femboy. So I don't know. I mean, I think if you want to be respectful of the source material, you go with the Femboy, but I don't know. This guy's pretty cool. He's 33, and I think they're probably going to be going for a younger Link, but this guy's the dude who was in Love Actually. Addy Pie says, Jaffe, why do you keep going on break? I'm not going on break. I'm having massive technical difficulties. It's the same reason I'm broadcasting from in my kids' room right now, because my computer's off and will be off for at least a week or so. So that's why. I don't like it at all, but that's where we're at. So I think Elijah Wood, is it Elijah Woods or Elijah Wood, Doom Reaper? I've always wondered, even though, no, Zach Wood is his brother. Zach Wood. No, it's Wood. It's singular. Hello, Jacob. But I mean, he's too old. I think if they're going to build a franchise, which I have to assume is the goal with this, that they're going to be absolutely going to be going with somebody younger than Elijah Wood, who I think is in his 40s at this point. Am I excited for GTA? I mean, I don't know what it is yet, right? I know a lot of the creative minds behind the earlier Rockstar classics are gone. That doesn't mean that the new one isn't going to be amazing. but, and I watched the leak footage, what was it, a little over a year ago. I thought it was cool, looked good. So, you know, I'm excited, and we'll talk about that later on today's actual show as well. But I mean, what he stressed, Zelnick, who came out yesterday and said about it, was pretty much what Warner Brothers came out yesterday and said. I mean, this is a crazy news time right now when it comes to people talking games as a service. Sony's dialing back. Warner Brothers is doubling down. 2K is doubling down. So I have absolutely no idea what the meta plan. I mean, someone does, but we don't, for GTA 6 is, right? So when Zelnick came out yesterday and talked about how they're getting away from the 3 to 4 year console games, and it's just going to become always on, free to play, blah, blah, blah. I don't know. I don't know what it's going to be, but yeah, I'm excited. I mean, here's what I think is really fascinating about Grand Theft Auto, is that there was a time when it did two things that no one else was doing, right? It was the open world sandbox stuff at that level of fidelity that no one was doing. And then they also had, I don't really think it was that smart. A lot of people were like, it was so subversive. No, it wasn't. It was very, you know, high school level satire. But that said, though, it was more than what most people were doing. And it worked really well. But now I wonder, is it, you know, what does it need to be to continue to capture the love of people? You know, I don't know. I think it's really interesting. I have no idea if it's still, isn't that terrible to say? Cause I saw the news yesterday and everybody's hyped about it and I get it, but I just wonder if it's not like when Star Wars Phantom Menace came out and The Matrix came out. I talked about this the other day, not as it relates to GTA, but it was such a defining moment of understanding how worms turn in pop culture. Everybody thought Phantom Menace was going to be the shit. And it was for a generation, blah, blah, blah. But the movie that really captured the majority of the planet's imagination that year was The Matrix. And no one saw it coming. So to me, I could see GTA 6 ending up like a Phantom Menace, which is like, you know, it's good, it's great, it's GTA, makes a lot of money, but its time in the sun as the real defining game may be over, or maybe it is the next big thing. I mean, that's what's really interesting to me about it. What if another GTA game and not the 6th mainline entry? What if it's another Mutant Moses? What if it's another GTA game and not the 6th mainline entry? Yeah, I mean, I'm very excited for the trailer. I can't imagine it's not going to be a GTA 6. You know, I mean, I know they know fans would. I mean, it's really weird, right? Because now they're serving two people. They're serving the group that loves, which is huge, Grand Theft Auto Online, who would probably be thrilled for not another mainline game. And then they're trying to serve the people who came up with GTA as sort of a single player experience. So, yeah, I mean, I hate to just say, I don't know, but you know, the weird stuff about a lot of the news that's been coming out this week is, or the last couple of weeks, whether it's, you know, Jim Ryan, the new stuff Sony announced today about cutting back a lot of their games as service titles, GTA, there's a lot of interesting news that causes one to speculate, but it's really hard to know the details without more information. And that, honestly, that's where, even though I make fun of little Jason Schreier because he deserves to be made fun of by me, you know, that's where I wish somebody like him would start digging, and maybe he is, maybe he just can't find the data, but I really want to know, like, what the fuck happened with Jim Ryan and games as a service at Sony and Connie Booth and all that. You know, I want to know, although GTA revealing what they're about should be from GTA. I don't want to see a journalist spoil that. Orion says the tweet has more than 100 million views, the GTA tweet. And they didn't even show a new logo. Well, yeah, I mean, again, you're building off the back of what came before. There's no doubt GTA 6 or whatever they end up calling it is going to be the biggest video game launch in history. But it's less about that. I mean, they have all that goodwill. They have all that hype. It's about, is it actually going to be something that 6 months later, 5 months, 4 months later is still really, moving units and people are talking about. GTA Online is a separate entity, says Addy Pie. 6 is separate. Yeah, I know. But I'm saying, when did they come out? I don't remember. Did they come out and say we're announcing GTA 6? Or they just came out and said we are putting up we're gonna drop a trailer for the new GTA? Or did they actually call it GTA 6? I'm curious about that. You guys would know. I didn't follow it that much yesterday. I was very busy trying to figure out what the fuck was up with my computer. You guys know, I imagine. When you become so dependent, so computer dependent, and the one that you really use a lot shits the bed, you don't realize what you got till it's gone. And then you're like, oh, fuck, man, this is going to be hard. Yeah, Addy Pie and Jacob say they just keep saying the next Grand Theft Auto, right? So who's to say? Who the fuck is to say yet? We'll see next month. Hey, Scotty Woodford's been a member for 20 months. Thank you, buddy. He says, happy Thursday, sir. Peace and love to everyone. I agree. I hope everyone's doing well. Love y'all. Thank you, Scotty W. We love you right back, man. It's very kind and very courteous. And thank you for being a member for 20 goddamn months, y'all. So it's very, 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 very generous. I know you're taking money away every time you pay me each month. That's another month taken away from your mother's life support. But listen, who treats you better than your mama? You goddamn right, your Papa Jaffe. All right, so here's my question to you guys, because this is just a test. I know the resolution on me is a little not great, but I'm going to try to fix that by this afternoon. But is the frame rate okay? And is it a stable broadcast and all that? Hello, Lutron. Good to see you. I've missed you guys as well. I will be back later this afternoon with the Proper Gabbing Games. And then we should be good until the immediate future, if not down the road. I got to get Bukaki back in here. But right now, this is kind of like Apollo. What was that movie? Apollo. Is it 13? What was the Tom Hanks movie? Where they're just basically, the whole thing's being kept alive by, a couple of batteries and some twine. That's pretty much what we're doing right now. It may Clown says this is a 360p camera. I don't know. This is the camera. I'm in my son's room broadcasting. This is the camera that came with his Mac, but I'm going to hook up another camera later today. Thank you, Ryan. That's good to know. Can you believe we're almost at the next Game Awards? Yeah, Addy Pie, and I'll tell you something else. The nominees are coming out Monday, nominations, and we're going to be broadcasting those live. We'll be talking about them. We will be talking about that on today's show as well, because and maybe that's not the goal. But if the goal for Keeley is to genuinely have an award show, and I know that's not the main thing. It's a marketing show, but if the awards part he really cares about, or any of these people, whether it's DICE or whatever, really care about, there are things they can do to absolutely make sure that these awards are looked at as a genuine barometer of the industry. And we'll talk about that a little bit later today as well. When's the PC coming back? Hopefully in a week and a half. Basically what I did is I found a guy who got great Yelp reviews. He came over. He was awesome. He knew what the fuck he was talking about. He was the shit. And then it turns out, though, he's like 30 minutes north in a place called what's called Oceanside. And suddenly I'm like, well, fuck. I didn't know he was that far away. And now every time I see him, he's got to come down to get the computer. It's just a pain in the ass. So his distance has added a lot of time to this, and I'm not sure how I'm going to handle that, but hopefully within a week, if not sooner. You finished Diablo 4 and Mario Wonder Mutant Mode. I'm going to tell you something. I'll tell you something right now. There's just too many games right now. I was all in on Baldur's Gate 3. I'm like, I'm going to finish this fucking thing. I was playing it obsessively. Spider-Man comes out. I shifted over to that. Loved it. I'm going to finish this fucking thing, playing it obsessively. And then the goddamn Alan Wake 2 comes out. And I'm playing that and loving that. And then I'm just like, you know what? I can't finish fucking anything. I can't finish anything. There's too many goddamn games to play. Mario Wonder, I started playing. I enjoyed it. I don't know the fuck I'm going to get back to that, if ever. 30 minutes is not that far. It's far to me. I don't like driving. I'm going to get a TaskRabbit guy to go back and forth, what I think I'm going to be doing. Yomega says they have been talking about GTA for 10 years, the new one. I'll believe it when I see it. I just hope not a single person pre-orders just to get skins. Well, to be fair, though, Rockstar hasn't been talking about it. This is, as far as I recall, other than them coming out being upset about the leaks last year, GTA 6 has not been something that Rockstar's been talking a lot about at all. People have, but they, you know, Take-Two and Rockstar haven't built a reputation about, they say it and then they pull it back. So this is the real deal. This is the real fucking deal. Doom Reaper says regarding too many games, you know, man, that's why you avoid buying new until you beat what you're playing. The problem is, though, when I have a show like this, I need to be current. I need to know what I'm talking about. I need to know what you guys are talking about. So if I don't have any experience, for example, with the wonderful Alan Wake 2, which we will talk about today, not in spoiler terms, but in terms of something else I'll save, you know, I don't think I can serve this channel as well as I would like to. So, you know, but if I was not doing this show, you're absolutely right. Doom Reaper, I would just play until I was done and I'd have no anxiety about moving on to the next thing. But, you know, and no, to answer your question, Addy Pie, I have not beaten Elden Ring. I'm almost at the end, and I got to those two, what are those skin peeler guys? The big fat one and the little thin one that attack you in tandem in that crypt. And I just can't beat them. And I know I might need to respec my character, but again, that's just, you know, time that I got to find. So, Alex, do. I never played GTA. Is it worth playing? Yes. If it depends what you're talking about. You're talking about single player. I would play the last one because out of all the single players, it doesn't have the same amount of energy and personality and fun that some of the earlier ones do, but it's probably the best. It's definitely the most robust. And then ask yourself if you're digging it or not. I never finished it, but I liked it. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely worth knowing what it is. But I do wonder, with all the other open world stuff that's out there now, you know, what does a GTA game have to do to blow you away at this point? You know, I can't afford buying anymore, says Grant. I mostly rent through GameFly until I can afford the games on sale. Oh yeah, I mean, absolutely. I mean, I had GameFly until maybe a year ago. You know, it's a great service. It's a wonderful fucking service. And, you know, I wish we could get to a point where we could rent games digitally, but I'm sure we will. We're just not there yet. But, and I don't even buy them. So that's even better for me. You know what's great, I will tell you, regarding saving money, Grant, is if you have a PS5 and you do pay for PlayStation Plus Premium, which is the highest tier, their trials are fucking great. I mean, some of them are only an hour, some go up to 5 or 6 hours, but a lot of times I'll fucking play a game on there and go, all right, I got my fill. I'm good. Hello, Craig Hooligan. What's good? I don't know. Life's pretty good, at least here in America, in terms of, we're not being bombed and killing each other. Well, that's not really true, but life's pretty good so far. How are you, sir? Do I play guitar? No, I don't. My son does. My son plays keyboard, guitar. He sings. You know what my son's doing right now? He's taking a class in sing screaming. He's taken voice lessons for the last handful of years. And recently he says, yeah, but I want to know how to scream sing without fucking my vocal cords up. So he literally is taking a class, learning how to properly sing in a way that like death metal singers sing. And that's something. Black Friday deals are the best time to get games, says Mega. Also, games that are willing to pay $60-$70 for a slop game is the real problem. Remember, pre-order used to be a discount. I don't remember pre-order being a discount. That's a great idea. I'd do that. That would get me to pre-order more. I fucking pre-ordered the goddamn Call of Duty because I was excited for the campaign. We all know what happened to that. Do I have any stake in the war? I don't know what that means. I mean, I have excuse me, I have emotional stake in the war. But I don't know any family in Gaza or Israel or in the IDF or any of that are fighting, but I have a stake because I think it is horrible in a lot of ways what's going on. Is Elden Ring the game of the decade, says Jokey. It's probably still my favorite game of all time. My favorite goddamn game of all time still. Kevin S. says, Jaffe, what do you think GTA 6 needs to do to blow people's minds at this point? NPC AI dialogue, any other ideas? This is a good question. You know what? I'll tell you what. I will think about it because I'm going to do a proper Gabbing Games later today, around 3, I think. And in that, I'll do some thinking and I'll share that with you guys then, because off the top of my head, I mean, maybe in the same way that Zelda, Tears of the Kingdom kind of brought a whole new suite of action verbs regarding interacting with the environment in a way that it felt like you could do anything. If you guys were there with GTA 3, that was, I don't know if you remember or not, but that was what, besides obviously it's the tone and everybody's like, oh no, you can kill the prostitute, blah, 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 or the sex worker, blah, blah, blah. What really got people jazzed was, oh my God, the freedom. I can try almost anything. If I set this car on fire and then, race into the police and then leap out at the last second, I've just made a bomb, right? Well, that's nothing today, but back then that was like, oh my God. So I think the idea of can Rockstar almost like pull a Tears of the Kingdom when it comes to that sense of freedom being the same revelatory experience that it was back in 2001, I think that would be something. But just like a year ago, I would have been like, I don't know what Zelda could do. And they surprised the fuck out of us. So I don't have any specific ideas on that, but I think that should be their North Star if it were me, but who knows? You got Space Weed and No Man's Sky. I haven't played it yet. Sam says, I prefer Twisted Metal over GTA, no joke. Well, I appreciate that, and I'm sure the team appreciates that. Hello, Cody Thompson. Good to see you, sir. What I'll tell you about that is we had Twisted Metal Black coming out right before, I think, GTA. And thank God we did, because we had a game at Sony Santa Monica that we canceled because it was basically GTA, but you couldn't get out of the car. And, at the time we had it greenlit, No one cared about that. The minute GTA came out, all fucking over. We canceled it. It was like, this can't compete, you know? Am I making this test stream private later? No, I'll leave this up because we're basically talking about games and shit. And I'm not going to do it for much longer. Like I said, I'll be doing a proper show later today. I'm going to try to stream. You know what's really interesting? So I'm doing some consulting work for movie games, and their game Beyond Sunset just went into early access yesterday. And I'd played the demo. I'd streamed the demo. I really enjoyed it. But I'm like, okay, let me get the early access. It's not totally different, but it's really different. Like, I think that demo, as decent as it was, did a disservice to Beyond Sunset, because Beyond Sunset as an early access product is so much better than the demo was and so much different. So I'm very much looking forward to streaming that sometime today. Roadkill I played. Yes, that was from Midway, Cody Thompson. And I was always very confused by when Sony would get their dander up about copyrights and trademarks and stuff, because it was if you don't know, Roadkill was an open world Twisted Metal game. Couldn't get out of the car. But Roadkill was also the name of one of the cars in Twisted Metal. And it's like, what? How did Sony let that go? But I guess with names, like, I mean, even there are names in Twisted Metal. I'm trying to think, like, even like Ken Masters, isn't that the guy in Street Fighter? Like, there are names for characters that I've used in my games that I'm almost certain are names that other IP in games and books and movies and TV have used. And Sony didn't seem to care. It's only with the title, it seems. I don't really, Rotten Tanuki has shown up and shown out. What's that mean, shown out? I don't know. I'm an old man and I'm white, so I don't know what the current, I don't know what the current lingo is. But Rotten Tanuki, the creator of the Day One Patch Kids, the soon-to-be cartoon phenomenon at theaters everywhere in 2000, I'm going to go out on a limb and say 32 is when you're going to get your first movie based on the Garbage Pail folks. Not the Garbage Pail folks, the Day One Patch Kids. Where's the hats, Rotten Tanuki? You make a goddamn Day One Patch Kid hat, you goddamn right I'll be wearing it all the fucking time. All right, what the fuck's going on with that hat, man? Yes, I will be streaming the Game Awards. I will be streaming the Game Award nominations this Monday. No, I'm in my son's room right now. Yo Mega says, Garbage Pail Kids, I have mine from the 80s. Well, go check out Tanuki's channel. It's in the link tree. I'll tell you what, man, it's Garbage Pail Kids meets video games. It's good people. It's and he's got a Kratos in there. He's got a Sweet Tooth in there. Check that shit out if you're curious. Awesome, Tatum. Good to see you, buddy. Thank you, sir. So here's the deal. This is just a test stream trying to figure out if it's working. People seem to think it's working, so I'm going to stream like this till I get my proper computer back. Makes things a lot easier, a lot faster, and once the PC gets back, we'll get back to normal. I'm going to see if I can get, if Bukaki's around today, I'm going to see if I can somehow pump his feed into this. Filthy. Yeah, it's blurry a little bit. I'll try to fix that, but at least it's a show. But I'll be doing the show probably around 3 today. That's the plan. I got a meeting I got to go to first at 11:30, so I'm going to cut out right now. StreamYard is where a lot of trolls hang out. Well, you don't hang out on Streamlabs, right? I mean, I'm sending this over to YouTube, right? So this is just a service I'm using to. I mean, is Streamlabs actually a thing that you can go to and like watch Streamlabs? Rotten. The Game Awards are on the 7th, maybe, but the nominations are coming up on Monday. Am I going to invest in a beast rig? Possibly, but I don't know if it's going to be a streaming beast rig or a gaming beast rig, because what I think I've come to the conclusion on is I need a separate streaming computer, and then I need a gaming computer. And so in that, I probably am, but I don't know which one, because most of the reasons I play PC games are for like the indie stuff that doesn't really need a beast. So I might put it all into the streaming Mac that I pick up, but I'm not sure yet. What do you mean the bots? Someone educate me on this real quick before I go. In YouTube, what a lot of people do is search StreamYard, then filter by live, and it shows live streaming. Lots of people cruising for wild, wacky, weird. I mean, yeah, well, if it turns out to be a problem, I'll just turn on members only chat or sub only chat. What size dome do you have for your hat? Says Tanuki. Just large. I have a big melon. It's not like, so I'm married an axe murderer, but it's big. It's big enough. Look, I don't need you to custom make me a hat. I'm just saying that I'm surprised in all your travels, in all your merch, you've not put hats out, because I think they would fly. Like, I like hats. Like, I will wear all the God of War members. I'll fucking wear a hat for yours, every time I stream, not the same day, but in that course, that week or month. I love hats that have shit on them. I think it's a great way to promote things. But I struggle to it's hard with the embroidery because they only give you a couple colors. So I get it. You'd have to kind of design it from the ground up to only support 4 colors. Hey, Laura Luna, we've not seen you around in a long time. This is the very famous journalist, Laura Luna, who wrote one of the first books on God of War. It's a wonderful book. I think I can't read it because it's not in English, but it's a beautiful book. All about the God of War lore. It's good to see you. It's good to see you, man. Christ, says Johnny, you do have a comically large head. I never noticed. Well, fuck you. Your mother noticed last night. She paid me extra for it. Boom! I don't even have my soundboard, and that was funny. Did you see Liza P gets a DLC? Yeah. Batroll, yeah. Problem with that game is it's just, I played the demo. Loved it. It just seems like it's going to be so hard. And I think it was Mutant Mo who was saying that final boss, or it was either Mutant Mo or like Dustin over at Last Stand Media, saying that final fucking boss was just insane. I can't even kill the duo skin peeler guys. How am I going to fucking deal with that guy? Come help me. They are following me. The United. Okay. I haven't felt any souls like yet. Well, here's what I'll tell you, Doom Reaper, about that game. What I do like is when you die at a boss in Liza P, the souls or whatever the fuck they are drop in front of the boss's chamber, right? So you can get your ass kicked over and over and over in a boss, but you can come back out at the start and go, okay, I didn't lose anything. I'm going to take that, continue my journey to level up, maybe come back later. So it is a little easier. But Avoid says I'm drowning in indie gems. I'll tell you what, Beyond Sunset's really good. Came out yesterday. I'll be streaming that very soon. And then Christmas Massacre, which is the game that you can't play on Xbox or Switch because they don't think you're grown up enough, is coming to PS5 if it's not already on PS5. That's probably the best puppet combo game they've made so far. It's really fucking good and creepy as fuck. It feels like a video game version of a snuff film. It's crazy as shit. Okay, Mute Mo, that was not you on Liza P. Gotcha. Okay. All right, fellas, listen, I got to go to a meeting. I will be back. I will be doing a proper show later this afternoon. In the meantime, be well, be safe. Thank you very much for helping me test this out. This is our, hey, I don't want to remove that. Is it back? Yeah, there we go. This is our test. This is our test of, you know what I can try to do? Let me try something while I got you guys here, if you don't mind. Let me see if I can invite somebody, because this is their big, what's the word? This is their big, unique selling point, right? Paste. All right, somebody click that if you have a camera, and come into the show with me. I want to see how that works. Oh, I'll be here, Cody Thompson. So I will. Yeah, Avoid says he's playing like Age Through Blood. If you don't know, that game is really interesting. I didn't like it because it was too fiddly control wise, but it's like Metroid on a motorcycle, right? And you're basically running around in these 2.5D plane environments, but you have a motorcycle and a shotgun, and it's very, very cool. Well, I just want to try it. You know, if you show your dick, I'll kill the video. It's no big deal. I assure you, the only reason if you show your dick, I would keep it up is if it's impressive. And let's be clear, if you're watching this show, your dick ain't that impressive because you'd be doing other things if it was. There's no link to spread around, Cosmic. It regens every time. And it's not like you can come in if I don't invite you. So somebody get some fucking balls and fucking come on the goddamn show. Come on now. Remnant 2 is great. I hear that as well. There's no way I'm going to play it though, Cody, because there's too many other things I'm playing. There's too much fucking shit to play right now. I'm sorry, but that's the way it is. It's the way it is. What does it mean when I star a comment? I don't know. I got to learn this thing. I'll tell you what I like about that. This is faster. You know, when I have OBS and all the shit, it takes forever to, you know, this is going to let me, even when I get my computer back, I might stay on Streamyard, but we'll see. All right. Yeah, Lutron, give it a try real quick. I saw Omegle got shut down, Addy Pie. Addy Pie, do you know why? Was it shut down because like they had some controversial issues, or were they just like, yeah, we're not making any money anymore? Hey, check it out. David Bellinger. Thank you, buddy. This is my first time watching live. All right, here's a guy who wants to come in. Let's see what he's doing. If you put your dick on the stage, here we go. It may not work. It may just be terrible, but you know.
Probably.
Are you there?
Hello?
Hey, so you can hear me. You're just not broadcasting your picture, right?
No, yeah, I can't. Yeah, my camera's crap.
Okay,
And,
I can hear you though.
I'm so shy.
Are you shy?
Yeah.
Some people are shy.
I got the same beard as you, man. Like, except for mine's longer. I got the ZZ Top beard going on.
Oh, I got
it up on the sides.
I'm a working man. Yo. Jaffe, you there?
Are you shy?
Holy
Some people are
shit.
going on. Oh, I got it up on the side.
I don't know if you guys can hear me or not. That's pretty cool. Do I have to leave the stream on YouTube? everyone can see and hear me. I can't hear shit. I'm just doing this. Everything less than around.
Okay, so you guys couldn't hear the whole time. Fuck you, Kevin S. I will fucking fine you and take you to lunch. Okay. All right. Lutron, can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you, bro. Can you hear me okay?
All right. Sweet Pain, can you hear me? Why aren't you showing us your ID, Sweet Pain? That's a terrible idea. It's a terrible fucking idea. I'm taking that off the. Don't do that. Okay. Sweet Pain, can you hear me? I'm going to unmute your mic. Can you hear me, Sweet Pain?
I can hear you, yeah.
Okay. Why were you showing us your ID?
Because I'm fucking hunted. I get fucking hunted right
Hunted
now.
by who?
By everybody. I'm just walking on the street and everybody's watching me.
Okay, but then why would you show them your ID? Sweet Pain?
Yes. I can hear you now. I showed you the ID because I'm really fucking scared that they will kill me.
So why would you show the ID? Wouldn't that mean that you're telling them where you are? Yeah?
Yes, I don't fucking care. I need help because I think I'm in the middle of some United Nations.
Oh, you're saying, Lutron, I'm going to let
the
you go.
Fucking weather.
I can't hear you. I'll let you go, but thank you, buddy.
Oh, sorry. I got my earpiece covered, but this works pretty cool.
Awesome. Okay, I'll see you hopefully on today's live show.
All right, brother.
So hang on, Sweet Pain. I got to ask you a question. 1 second. Okay, so Sweet Pain. Yeah. All right. So I'm sorry. You're under the impression the United Nations is after you. Yeah.
Maybe not the United Nations, but something is going on, and I think you can manipulate the weather nowadays. And I actually saw it with my own eyes that they fucking put on the sun for 3 months in a fucking row, just in front of my window. It didn't rain a single day, and then I cried really heavily, and then they put rain onto my street.
It's possible that's
I
just
think
the
I'm
weather.
in the middle of some Death Stranding. I think I'm in the middle of some Death Stranding 2 augmented reality game, and they are fucking me right now in the ass.
Oh my god, that sucks. If you're going to be put into a video game, you're going to put that you might as well be put into a game where you sit in the library and read the dictionary. That's how exciting it would be to be forced into a Death Stranding video game.
Yeah, actually, I did that already.
Yeah. Let me explain something to you, sir. Let me explain something to you. And I applaud the attempt. But if you want to really get nuts, let's get nuts. You can't fuck with the crazy person. I'll go toe to toe with crazy every day. Right? Because if you're going to come on this, like there's a guy on the stream called Stoner Joe. Now that motherfucker, I'm a fan of the guy. I like the guy, but that motherfucker, he has a YouTube page and all it is scribbles that he writes and he thinks he's famous. No. You got to come with something new. You're like the Saints Row 4 of crazy people, right? You get the job done, but you know, you're not the real thing. You got to come back next time and really impress us. Yeah. Is that a deal?
How about PT?
Physical therapy?
Yeah, actually, or I don't know, playable teaser. I think it is some old stuff, and it's just continuing and going on, and it is never stopping. You have to get on with it and get on the actor side in the end, right? Because everybody's a fucking actor nowadays.
Why do you talk so funny? Why is your voice so funny?
I don't know, because I'm fucking nuts also, and I think they will drive me nuts.
Gotcha.
I have nothing to lose.
Sweet Pain, thank you for helping me test out. I got to run, buddy. Call back anytime. Good to see you, bud.
Bye-bye.
Bye, buddy. All right, fellas, I got to get to an appointment. I will be streaming a proper show later this afternoon. Thank you for helping me test this out. All right, I'm out. See you, fellas. Bye.